Hey, hello guys, what is up? Welcome back to today's video and to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amber, and if you like today's video, you should totally like and subscribe. Over here in New Zealand at the moment, it is exam season, which means for students in year 11, 12 and 13, we're sitting our NCEA exams. I'm in my final year, year 13, so these are my last school exams ever, which is kind of scary but kind of exciting at the same time. So in today's video, I thought I would just give my tips and a little insight into how I do my studying. I endorse level 1 and 2 with excellence. This year is not looking too great. I've done okay, but the grades are slightly lower than we wanted them to be, but hopefully with my exams we can pick those back up and finish college strong. I'm by no means some scientifically proven study genius, so take everything I say with a grain of salt and just apply it if it works for you. Feel free to try it, feel free to let me know down in the comments if you have any other ideas or ways of studying that work for you, because I'd love to try them out too. But anyway, that's enough of me talking. Let's get into my study routine. So I guess the first thing I want to talk about is preparing to study, like setting yourself up for the day for studying to make sure that everything is going to be in an order that is going to make you the most productive. So the first thing I would say is start with a clean study space. So whether you're at your desk, in your room, or downstairs at a table, etc., just make sure that it's all clean and like has good vibe. If my room is messy, I'm trying to study, I just think about how messy my room is the whole time. So having things clean and in an order makes it so much easier for me to stay on task and be more productive. In terms of study spaces, as tempting as it can be, try not to sit on your bed because it does make you feel way more casual and so much easier to just like hop on your phone, get distracted, even have a nap. Yesterday I slept for 2 hours when I sat on my bed, so go Amber. And there's no harm in switching it up. Sometimes I study at my desk, sometimes I study outside, sometimes I study downstairs at the dining table. And if you're really wanting to feel like the main character in your study life, you know, go try a cafe or something like that. Just switch it up, because having a bit of variation can help you study better. This is probably a no-brainer, but put your phone away or turn it on do not disturb, throw it across the other side of the room, leave it downstairs, anything like that where it's not physically tempting you to just continually pick it up and check your notifications or take a TikTok break or watch my YouTube video. You should do that one though. I personally, my desk is like over here and obviously my bed is here, so if I'm studying at my desk I will just literally chuck my phone to the other end of my bed so that if I actually want to use it I have to get up and physically go get it, and I'm pretty lazy so usually that works. But I've also turned off all my notifications while I'm studying, so if things do pop up I don't even see them unless of course they're important. Besides that, stay off your phone. I know it's really tempting, but if you are continually using it you're not going to be studying, and the whole point of this video is to study. The third thing, is this the third thing? Third or fourth thing is get yourself ready for the day. I used to just wake up, stay in my pajamas all day because I was like, I'm at home, no one's gonna see me, I'm just studying. But it does make you feel way more relaxed whilst you're feeling really cozy and like nice and snug. You're again feeling more casual, and it's so tempting just to hop back in bed or just to like not focus as much, or like, I don't know, for me I have to get up, I have to get ready, I have to do my skincare, brush my teeth, get myself ready for the day, all that, because then I feel like I'm doing that first step and getting ready into my day. So it just makes me feel more productive and I feel better when I'm studying. So now I feel like this next one is a hotly debated topic: music when studying. I personally listen to either instrumental music or worship music when I study because both of those kind of, I don't know, help my brain stay on task. A lot of people say that you shouldn't listen to music with lyrics when you're studying, or just at all, because obviously when you get in the exam room it's going to be dead silent, there is going to be no music. So it's kind of good to train yourself to be able to study in that quiet environment with just like, I'm gonna say like environmental noises, you know, like birds and pens and the sound of your own tears. No, I'm just kidding. Personally, I do like to have music going when I'm studying because I'm not a person that likes to study in the quiet, but as soon as I get into the exam room I like kind of switch over and my brain is comfortable with the silence. So I always listen to worship music because although it has lyrics, it just kind of keeps me focused, and it doesn't distract me like it would if I was listening to like some Justin Bieber or something, you know. I would get too caught up and just want to like sing along with them. So music, yes, if it's not going to distract you and if it's actually going to help you. Also, let me know if you've actually tried any of those like TikTok things where they're like, I listened to this Mario Kart music for 2 hours and finished 8 assignments. Like, does that actually work? I don't know. I'm not gonna try it, but let me know if you have. And the last thing in terms of preparation is keep water near you always. I have this bottle that I keep on my desk all day when I'm studying. Usually it would be full, but I drank it all yesterday, so stay hydrated, kids. And the other thing is snacks. Don't starve yourself. Like, eat good meals, eat good food. I always like to keep snacks in a little bowl like next to me, so I just kind of like chip away at them all day, kind of like a little reward. But sometimes if I have food there, then I like, you know how if you get bored you just want to go eat and find food? Yeah, that's me. So if I have food there, then I'm not tempted to like go downstairs and waste time like searching around or like drive to the supermarket and buy food that I don't need just because I'm trying to procrastinate my study. So having the snacks there helps keep me going, and also I can reward myself. Sometimes if I have like chocolate, I'm like, haha, finish this section of your study and you can eat your chocolate. So it does kind of work as like a reward system, but also just like continually fueling your body and making sure that you have enough food. Okay, and the next part of this video is actually study techniques and things that can help you improve your study. So the first thing, it took me so long to figure this out. It's literally, well, this is my 3rd year exams, and I've only just realized or like figured out a study technique that works for me, and that is the Pomodoro method. So you study for 25 minutes, have a 5-minute break, study for 25 minutes, have a 5-minute break. And if you do that a few times, then you give yourself a 15-minute break or a 20-minute break after your 25 minutes. That works for me because it's like not concentrating for too long on one thing. 25 minutes is a good amount of time, and then you just have a short break so you can check your notifications, check your Snapchat, go for a walk, refill your water, that kind of thing, but you're not distracting yourself for too long, so not getting completely out of your study habit. And then when you come back, you're refreshed, but you're still like ready to go. And then having that longer break sometimes is good for like, you know, just having, it's like when you might want to like change subjects or change the topic you're studying. So it's a longer break to just kind of reset and figure everything out. I use a Pomodoro timer on my computer so that I can actually time it and see how like much time I've got left and things like that. Just helps keep me accountable. And there's a tomato, so it's really cute. I don't know, I find the tomato kind of cute. But there are heaps of different study methods, you know, like studying for 40 minutes, having a 20-minute break. I really don't know that many different study techniques, but there will be one out there for you. Just please don't study for like 2 hours straight and then like fry your brain and then not want to study for the rest of the day, because that's not going to be productive for you. So just try study for small amounts of time and then have a break, and then a small amount of time and a break, because it'll help you to study for longer periods of time because you're not going to wear yourself out so much. Now, some things I use to help me study are flashcards. I make flashcards for my sciences and like my business studies. I usually just put on like keywords or definitions or equations, and they're really good for recall, right? Like the definition on one side and then the answer on the other side. I've made tons and tons of flashcards this year because I have never made flashcards before. I always am like, oh, that's what little kids do, or it takes too much time, or I'm never gonna use them, they don't actually work. And in my mock exam, so like my mid-year tests, I made flashcards for one of my chemistry topics that I literally knew nothing for. And I read these flashcards maybe like once a day for a week, and I was 1 mark off getting excellence on that test. And so now I swear by these cue cards or flashcards because they seem to work for me. So yes, they can take a little while to write up, but they are super effective in terms of memory and retention for little things. And if you can get like a friend or a family member to test you on them as well, it's quite good, because then you're not just like flipping it over and being like, oh yeah, I knew that, and putting it back to the pile. But there are heaps of like Quizlets, and also on No Brain Too Small, which is another thing I'm going to touch on. There are already like pre-made sets of flashcards that other people have gone and done for you. They've put in the hard work. All you have to do is go on and find the ones that you need and then print them off and cut them out, and it makes it so much easier. But yeah, flashcards are a really effective method for things like that. If you have equations or like big timelines that you need to memorize, write them out, make copies of them, and just stick them around the house randomly. For chemistry, I have a reaction scheme that I need to learn, and so I've got it like in my bedroom, in the bathroom, downstairs, just so that every time you're going around your house, you're seeing it, you're subconsciously like familiarizing yourself with it. You can try that out. Your family might not love you if you've got random study notes all over the house, but if they want you to do well, then they might appreciate it and they might learn something too. I also like to be one of those Pinterest kind of people. I color coordinate everything, so each of my subjects has a different color. Business is purple, calculus is yellow, biology is blue, chemistry is orange, and English is pink. And so I do everything in those colors and I set them out. It just helps me I feel more organized. That does help a lot of people, I know. And a couple of things that are already out there that you can take advantage of is the NCEA past papers, especially for things like calculus. I have done every past paper for one of the topics that there is, because you start to see repetition in like the questions and the types of questions. You start to see patterns that occur throughout the years of them using similar questions and things like that, so you can actually kind of learn them better. And I found for me that even just doing the papers helps you figure out things that you didn't know, especially for things like math. Really good to do past paper questions, and chemistry as well. They have a lot of repetitive questions over the years, and if you can figure out the patterns, then you can learn those questions better. For other subjects, it's just good to read the mark schedules or like past exam paper questions and the answers that they've written out for them. And also again, just find trends within them, or things that people did wrong, things that people did good, and like pick up on those. Definitely take advantage of it, and there's every subject on there with past papers going back so many years, so definitely go and find those. And the report and mark schedules are super handy. For sciences, No Brain Too Small is actually a legend. They've collated NCEA questions, they've got flashcards, they've got glossaries of definitions, they've got their own questions. Such a handy revision technique for all of the sciences, and everything is literally there for you. You can just print it out, highlight it, stops you from rewriting out your notes. Oh, another thing, don't rewrite your notes out unless you're like 6 weeks away from your exam. Like sitting here 2 days before the exam, just rewriting your notes out over and over. Yes, you're going to be writing them out and like reading them as you go, but you're not gonna retain the knowledge as well as if you did some of these other study techniques. And then things like Learn Coach, yes, you have to pay for the full version, so a lot of the videos aren't free, but they go super in depth with a lot of their videos for multiple subjects. Really easy to understand, good notes, good breakdown of things. So if you do have the premium version, good for you. If you don't, then you can still get some of the videos free, and I definitely recommend watching them because they make everything really easy and simple. And finally, Khan Academy, for a lot of your like maths and science things, again, I'm pretty sure all of their videos are free, and they literally break them down the smallest possible way. So everything is super simple and easy to understand, and there's multiple videos on the same topic. So if you don't understand one of them, you can go and watch another one, and they really step you through the whole process with a bunch of questions as well. So definitely take advantage of those. And finally, your teachers. They are there to help you. It is literally their job to teach you. So email them, go on and see them. They're still at school even though you're not, and I'm sure they'd love to help you. So just flick them an email if you're stuck on something, go on and see them. If you're running tutorials at your school, go to them. Literally any small thing that you are unsure of, just email the teacher, go on and see them. They're there to help you and they want you to succeed, so take advantage of them. I think that was all that I wanted to talk about in today's video in terms of studying and preparing for study. So finally, just good luck, all the best. Exams aren't as scary as they're made out to be, especially if you're a year 11 going into your exams for the first time. Just be cool about it, stay calm. It's not the be all and end all. Your grades aren't everything, so obviously try your best. Don't slack off, but don't stress yourself out so much over them, because they're just a mark on a piece of paper and they're not going to define the rest of your life. But yeah, if you're going into an exam soon and you're feeling a little bit unprepared for it, just do your best. You only know what you know. You'll be fine. You'll do great, and I believe in you. So yeah, all the best for your exams. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope you learned something or found a new way of doing something. If you did like it, don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you feel so inclined to. But I will see you guys next week for another video.